Summer is where most men over 60 lose the plot entirely, not because they stop caring, not because the heat makes good style impossible, but because the combination of warmth, comfort, and the general sense that summer is casual leads them to abandon the principles that make them look good during every other season and replace them with whatever feels easiest at the time. The result is a version of a man that his clothes do not usually allow: cargo shorts that add bulk and width to the lower half, an old graphic t-shirt that belongs in the past, thick athletic trainers that anchor the whole look in a kind of recreational heaviness. And the uncomfortable truth is that this version of the outfit sends a message, not that the man is relaxed, but that he stopped paying attention the moment the temperature went above 20 degrees. Here is the part most summer style advice gets wrong. It frames warm weather dressing as a compromise between comfort and looking good, between practicality and style. But that trade-off is false. The right warm weather clothes are more comfortable than the wrong ones. Breathable fabric that fits well and allows movement is more comfortable than heavy cargo shorts and a thick synthetic shirt. The problem is not choosing comfort over style. The problem is choosing familiar comfort over better comfort. The things that feel comfortable because they have always been worn, not because they are actually the best option for a warm day. This channel is about classic menswear, timeless style, and practical decisions that help men over 60 look sharp without overcomplicating things. Today we are going into summer specifically, the mistakes most men make when the weather changes, the upgrades that take almost no effort, and the simple warm weather formula that works for almost any summer occasion, from a weekend lunch to a casual evening out. The first summer mistake is the one with the biggest visual impact, and it is the one most men have been making for decades without questioning it: the cargo short. Cargo shorts are not wrong because they are casual, they are wrong because of what they do to the body. The oversized side pockets add volume to the widest point of the hip and thigh, making the lower half appear broader and heavier. The long length, usually hitting somewhere below the knee, shortens the visual line of the leg significantly, making a man appear shorter and more compact than he actually is. And the excess fabric through the seat and thigh creates the same kind of shapeless silhouette that baggy trousers create in every other season, with the added disadvantage of exposed legs making the proportion even more pronounced. Picture this: a man in well-fitted polo shirt and cargo shorts. From the waist up, the outfit looks reasonable. From the waist down, the shorts add bulk and length in exactly the wrong direction, pulling the proportions outward and downward. The result is a man who looks heavier and shorter than he does when he is dressed in any other season. The better move is a tailored short, flat front, no side pockets, sitting above the knee rather than below it. 7 to 9 inches of inseam is the range that works for most men over 60. Cotton twill, linen cotton blend, or lightweight stretch cotton in navy, stone, olive, or khaki. These shorts create a clean lower half that supports the same visual principles as well-fitted trousers: a clean line from waist to hem, proportions that add height rather than subtracting it, and enough structure to work with the outfit above them without fighting it. The difference in comfort is negligible. The difference in appearance is significant. And once you have worn a properly fitted short for a day, the cargo short will feel like wearing something unnecessarily bulky, because it is. And once the shorts are addressed, the next summer mistake becomes easy to see, because it involves the most basic upper body piece most men reach for without thinking: the t-shirt. The t-shirt is not a bad choice. It can be a perfectly legitimate summer piece when it is the right one. But the t-shirts most men over 60 default to large, slightly boxy, often faded, with a graphic or logo from a concert, a sports team, or an event that happened before the shirt became a casual wear default, are not working for them. They are working against them. Here is what a graphic or logo t-shirt does to the overall impression. It prioritizes the shirt over the man. Before anyone registers the person wearing it, they register what is printed on it: the logo, the image, the slogan. For a younger man, this can read as expressive or casual. For a man over 60, it more often reads as a garment that was chosen by default rather than by intention. It does not communicate anything about who the man is today. It communicates something about a shirt he happened to keep. The upgrade here does not require much. A plain, well-fitted t-shirt in a solid neutral color, white, navy, stone, charcoal, pale gray, is one of the strongest casual summer pieces available. A crew neck or subtle V-neck that sits cleanly at the collar, sleeves that hit the mid-bicep with the right amount of coverage, a body that follows the torso without clinging. That is all that is needed. The shirt disappears into the outfit and lets everything else, the fit, the proportions, the overall coordination, do the work. But here is the move that makes the most difference in summer, replacing the t-shirt not with a better t-shirt, but with a well-fitted polo. The polo sits right between the casual register of the t-shirt and the slightly more polished register of a shirt. It has structure, the collar, the placket, the slightly more substantial fabric, without requiring any more thought or effort than throwing on a t-shirt. And for most summer occasions where a man over 60 wants to look put together without looking overdressed, the polo does that job reliably and effortlessly. A mid-weight cotton piqué polo in navy, white, stone or olive. 2 buttons open at the collar for ease and proportion. Sleeves that sit cleanly at the mid-upper arm. This is one of the most consistently strong summer combinations available. Clean, masculine, and appropriate for everything from a weekend market to a smart casual dinner. There is also the question of what to do with the polo's color in the context of summer. In warm weather, lighter colors on top and slightly deeper tones below, a white or stone polo over navy shorts or a pale blue polo over olive shorts, create the same contrast principle that works in any season, while keeping the overall palette light enough for summer conditions. Very light colors throughout can wash out in strong sunlight, while going fully dark risks looking heavy. The slight tonal variation creates definition and presence in the same sun that flattens a uniform palette. Now, here is the part that most summer style advice overlooks entirely. The fabric of what you wear matters more in summer than in any other season. In winter, layers and structure can compensate for a fabric that does not behave particularly well. In summer, the fabric is often the only layer, and it is subject to heat, movement, and often direct sunlight in ways that reveal its quality or lack of it immediately. A thin synthetic polo clings in warm weather, develops a sheen under direct sunlight, and can look tired after an hour of wear. A mid-weight cotton or linen piece does none of those things. It breathes, it holds its shape, and it looks as clean at the end of a long summer afternoon as it did at the start. Linen is the most underused warm weather fabric for men over 60. The objection is always wrinkles, but linen wrinkles in a way that looks intentional, soft, natural creases that are part of the fabric's character rather than signs of carelessness. And linen-cotton blends, which wrinkle significantly less than pure linen while retaining most of its breathability and texture, are one of the strongest summer fabric choices available. A linen overshirt in stone or white, worn open over a navy polo, is one of the most versatile summer layering pieces a man over 60 can own, casual enough for errands, structured enough for lunch, and comfortable enough to wear in heat without thinking about it. If linen trousers feel like too much of a commitment, linen-cotton blend shorts are a strong middle ground. The structure and breathability of linen with the slightly more relaxed character of a shorter cut. In stone, white or light olive, these pair naturally with a navy or white polo and a pair of tan suede loafers. The overall impression is Mediterranean, relaxed, warm-weather elegant, and effortlessly put together in a way that cargo shorts and synthetic shirts could never approach. The shoes in summer are where many men revert to whatever is comfortable without considering whether it works. And the same principle that applies in other seasons applies here. The shoe sets the formality register of the entire outfit and grounds the color palette. In summer, this means the chunky athletic trainer is even more disruptive than usual, because the lightness of summer clothing makes visual bulk at the shoe level proportionally more noticeable. The clean, low-profile leather or suede sneaker is the strongest casual summer shoe. White or light grey, thin sole, clean lines. For slightly more elevated summer occasions, a lunch, an evening out, a tan or brown suede loafer, or a clean leather slip-on does the job that a derby would do in other seasons. Both of these are cooler than heavier leather shoes, visually lighter than athletic trainers, and create the clean finishing line at the bottom of the outfit that most summer looks lose when the shoe is not considered. There is also the question of bare feet versus socks in summer. The clean loafer worn without socks or with invisible no-show socks is one of the most consistently elegant summer choices. It signals an understanding of warm weather dressing that goes beyond the practical and into the considered. The ankle is visible, the trouser or short line is clean, and the overall impression is of a man who has thought about what summer actually requires, rather than simply putting on what is nearest. Here is the simple summer formula that works for almost any occasion after 60. A well-fitted polo or plain solid t-shirt in a strong neutral navy white stone, a pair of tailored shorts in a complementary tone navy olive khaki, a clean low-profile shoe, leather or suede sneaker or loafer for slightly more elevated settings. And if the occasion or the evening requires one additional layer, a linen overshirt or lightweight unstructured jacket that adds structure without adding weight. These four elements, the right top, the right short, the right shoe, and an optional light layer, cover the vast majority of summer occasions a man over 60 will encounter. They do not require significant spending, significant thought, or any sacrifice of comfort. They simply require the willingness to make the decisions deliberately rather than by default. A well-dressed older man does not stop dressing well when the temperature rises. He adapts the same principles, fit, proportion, fabric, color, to the season. Summer is not an exception to the rules of looking good. It is the season where those rules matter most because there is less to work with and everything is more visible. So here is what I want to know. Which summer mistake are you most guilty of? The cargo short, the old graphic t-shirt, the wrong shoes, or simply defaulting to whatever is closest to the door? Let me know in the comments. I read every one. If you appreciate practical, honest style advice for men over 60, subscribe to the channel. In the next video, we are going into the smart casual formula that works for almost any occasion after 60 and why most men have never been shown it clearly. You will not want to miss that one.